What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm doing a check-in video. Today, the video is about doing us, doing our own thing. So, like, what I mean by this is that, a lot of us sometimes, we're in and out of connections with people, and, it's difficult sometimes because we have to learn how to be alone. At the same time, we still have to honor how we truly feel, and like whenever we truly do desire to have a real great love or something, we should keep going forward with it, and sometimes it is difficult because it's like, maybe a lot of us have been in and out of a lot of relationships over and over and over and over again, always hearing I love you, always hearing let's get married, always hearing talks about children and whatnot. And it's kind of frustrating because repeatedly it's just disappointments. No matter how hard you want to, do your best in it, whenever the other side, they just don't want to be bothered, then it's like there's not much we can do, and it's frustrating. It's a tough pill to swallow, and it's, nerve-wracking, to be honest, because we're like, wow, for this long life journey, I had hoped, I had prayed that, we could make things work out, and I have that faith, to be honest, that somehow, some way, all the right people will come into my life and be there without me having to search and chase and all this stuff, Until then, I'm just working on being alone, because it's like, I've had it time and time again where it's like, people don't want to be bothered. People have problems already. And, I'm not perfect. I'm no saint. I'm always working on myself. It's just like, it sometimes shows how truly powerful we are when we're able to just be alone in times that we want to be with someone we love. Because for me, I've seen a lot of stuff. I've been through a lot of wild stuff. And at the end of the day, all I desire, all I'm pursuing, all I'm asking and intending to have the universe is to give me a hug, I'm not the type to be out here sleeping around with everybody. I'm not the type to be out here hooking up. I'm not the type to be having one-night stands. I'm honestly just asking for a real, genuine, long-term family type of love. No cheating, no lust, just something real. And like, sometimes when it slips out of our grasp, or, whenever the bird wants to fly away, we got to be patient to allow it to come back, to the tree branch. You know what I mean? And I guess that's kind of what I've been learning too, because it's difficult. It's easier said than done. It's just, I'm sharing some real stuff. Because, like, sometimes we'd be going through new territory and we're like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not getting attention by the one I love. Cool. I'm going to just go, try to be with everybody else. But then it's like, wow, nobody else is going to be that same one. And it's like, also, I'm here to live a long life. So, like, when I'm here to live a long life, people who have deeply impacted me, the women who I've dated, the women who I've romantically been with, that's a sacred connection. I'm not here to just hold on and stay stuck in the past. However, it will be cool to just see who actually blossomed to be actually a friend or still wish me well, or who still will be there with me, day in and day out. And like, it's some real powerful, sacred stuff, because it's like, I value friendship. I value genuine connections. I'm not here to play any games. I value to have a love where I can take care of her for years. None of this here today, gone tomorrow stuff, but just someone that's there. And, like, whenever you pour out your heart, emotions and stuff like that, and there's love making and stuff like that, it's not something to play around with. It's not something to take for granted. It's not something to brush to the side. It's for real. So, like, whenever there's a switch up, whenever there's an abrupt close off or whatever, it can be very frustrating. And like, that's when we have to be really smart, really wise, really intelligent, because things can go a lot of different ways. You know what I mean? You can go around like a chicken with your head cut off and escalate that, and things can be even worse. Or you could just be adaptable and just come outside and do some YouTube videos, or go and meet some homies, some friends, or whatever, associates, or do your own thing. I know it's easier said than done. However, I'm speaking about this from personal experience because, you know, I'm overcoming it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, you know, because I'm like, I'm like a big baby. You know, I'm very affectionate. You know what I'm saying? I'm very affectionate. I'm very lovey-dovey. So, like, whenever the universe has me to be alone, you know, it's hard because part of it's like you want to throw a temper tantrum or whatever. At the same time, it's like, you know, that hurts your heart. You know that all that resistance and, you know, force and whatnot is what damages your heart, your soul. You know, and you know you would much rather have a full-on experience. And I mean, I stand for it. I believe it's true. I believe it can work. It can happen. I stand for that everything is in divine order, divine timing, because, like, I mean, it is a massive universe, and I mean, I stand for magic, for divine intelligence, for love, for sacred stuff, mysterious things happening. I stand for that, you know, that things just magically happen, the right connections, the right scenario set up, whatever, you know, because that's something that's can touch our heart. That's something that's, you know, unfathomable to us. That's something that can uplift our spirit, our grace, you know. So I stand for love, you know what I mean? And, like, ever since I went on this journey to improve myself, going vegan and whatnot 3 years ago, guess what? Like, I've become a lot lighter and I've changed my perspective on a lot. And I used to be, like, all over the place, you know. Now I'm more simplified with my approach to life. I'm always investing in love, and also at the same time, like, you know, I'm keeping a faith that whatever's meant to be with me will be with me. Whoever's meant to be with me will be with me, you know? And that's how I move forward. And, you know, like, I have a new level of respect and appreciation for women, you know, like, I'm not into chasing two squirrels, you know what I mean? Like, or having all this stuff going on, you know, like, I'm into, like, something that's long lasting, slow and steady, and that's for real, you know, no games, no playing around, you know what I mean? Just some real devotion, honestly, and it's possible, and I will manifest it. So anyways, for anybody who's going through times of confusion, times of uncertainty, times of alone, this is just a confirmation message that, hey, I'm overcoming it too, and we have to have faith that things will be all right. So anyways, y'all check out the YouTube videos, youtube.com/helpmakeadifference. Follow us and DM us on Instagram for any questions at Eternal Authenticity. And also check out the links below in the description. Help us out, we will help you out. Cash App and PayPal links below for health and wellness consultations. Sky Blackwell. Y'all have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live.